Hey guys, so Lord here, back in with another action figure review. Today we'll be wrapping up our looks at these Disney Mirrorverse figures for now. I do plan to pick up more at some point, but today we're going to be taking a look at Maleficent, the Mistress of Evil from Sleeping Beauty. And not for nothing, that movie would have probably put us all to sleep if it weren't for this character. It's kind of ironic how such an awesome character comes from such a very whatever movie. I don't know. I don't remember a whole lot from that movie other than this character is freaking awesome. That said, this of course brought to us by the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys. And they remain fine folks despite the fact that this is literally another traffic cone figure like Giga Chad Genie from yesterday. That said, as far as accessories go, collectible trading card. Shocker. Bio on the back, should just say, she's one bad bitch. That said, we also get her staff, which I thought it was kind of cool. They merged the bird with the staff. Like this little bird piece. She used to have a bird perched on her staff called Diablo, but now he's kind of like merged with it. Or this is supposed to be some kind of weird dragon claw. I don't know, I kind of thought it was the bird. Like these were the wings. This was his head. This was his body. But there's the green orb right there. Cool looking staff. And then we also get her skirt. This big old chunk of rubber here. Which takes up a lot of space, so that's why it's not on her. I would probably have to take this off if I was going to put her in the cabinet. Like, this is huge. This is a lot of plastic. So much plastic! But now, taking a look at her. She is traffic cone. There is nothing going on here. There's not even a useless peg on the bottom. Like, she needs it, but... cool head sculpt. I mean, if you wanted a custom Maleficent head, I would just jack this and use it, but very, very cool. Look at the back of the head. You don't really get to see the back of her head very often. She's got this popped up collar, kind of evil Lynn looking, with the different claws that come up. She's got the dragon head kind of sort of going on her breastplate. And in her shoulder pads there, which are like rubbery, they get out of the way. She's got a spine on the back. She's got these bat wings on her arms. She can spread her arms out. Have the wings out. That's pretty cool. As far as articulation goes, though, her head is on a double ball peg. Really good range, like up and down, all things considered, and side to side. Same with the waist. The waist actually works on her. It will lean this far forward. It looks like it is a ball socket. It'll lean this far forward and this far back. That's not bad range at all. She does get a swivel. She does get some pretty mad tilt too. So really good ball joint here. Like, compared to the other guys in the line that I've looked at, not bad at all. Arms have the disc-hinged shoulder with the rotation and the bicep swivel. Don't know why I'm listing everything off. She's got double elbow, but I'm going to tell you right now, the bottom elbows on mine, this one's not bad, but this one over here is really loose. Like, really loose. This top joint is fine and will stay, but this bottom one is pretty much useless. So keep that in mind when you get this figure. Like, the elbows are nothing to write home about, at least not that bottom joint, which sucks because, you know, she's got double elbow, but you can't even really use it. That wing doesn't help either. Like, this one's so loose, it almost feels like it's broken. But I know it's not. It's like not like split or anything. It's just a crappy joint. But But yeah, I can't really pose this other arm. It's just so loose. And then of course she has the ball hinge wrists, which do pivot up and down and rotate again, of course. She's got that cool open hand sculpt with some knuckle dusters and some claws on it. And that's it for articulation. Nothing crazy. But it is Maleficent. She pretty much just needs to stand there and look spooky. So that works for me. Getting her staff in her hand. That's a lot easier than getting that blasted effect piece on Captain Jack. That thing was a nightmare. But there you go. There is the staff in her hand, ready to go. You're gonna kind of bend that arm, but I would like to bend this bottom joint, but it's looser. It is clearly looser, so I bend the top. There you go. But, it's a cool figure, but it is another traffic cone figure, so it's a good thing it was on clearance. But, I dig it. I think it's cool. It's like Mythic Legion's Maleficent, essentially. Which I know some people are going to be like, no, it's not. And to which I say, screw you, have an imagination, bitch. So, that being said, I think it is now time that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's the not-so-good Mistress of Evil, Maleficent, alongside the only other figures I have from this Disney Mirrorverse line that I've already reviewed on the channel at this point. We have Captain Jack Sparrow and Giga Chad Genie. I'm never going to not call him that. That's too hilarious. And I already mentioned the scaling is fine for me. I'm not going to be a scale snob with these because I'm not sure of the scale of every Disney character ever, but I think Genie is probably the tallest, and Jack is the shortest, and yeah, I'm okay with that. Maleficent being a villain and not human, I'm assuming. I mean, she turns into a freaking dragon for crying out loud. I think she should be a little taller than some of the good guys, but getting these two out of here, so we can make way for our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's brother Mandibilith, who looks like he'd serve her on weekends when he's not working for his daddy, Necronomanominus. And we also have the infamous Elephant Spawn, who is a little bit taller than Maleficent. Probably Jack Sparrow situation. If it weren't for the hat, they'd be pretty much even. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and aside from the arms being half loose on good old Maleficent here, I think she is probably one of the stronger releases from this Disney Mirrorverse line from the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys, despite the fact that she is also a traffic cone. But Maleficent's design kinda, sorta, always renders her to be a bit of a traffic cone, whether it's a fully articulated figure or a not so fully articulated figure, which in most cases, yeah, not so fully articulated figure. Like, what does this woman's legs look like? We may never know. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.